When you Google famous mathematicians, 1 out of the first 20 is a woman. As our project, we chose the history of mathematics with a focus on 4 female mathematicians. One of the earliest was Hypatia. She was born in Alexandria, Egypt in 370 CE. Her father, a professor, taught her math, astronomy, and philosophy. By passing down his knowledge and skills in his profession, he treated her as it was a Greek tradition to treat a son. Greek daughters of all classes cared for young children and prepared food, marrying at the age of 14 to men around 30. Hypatia never married and became a respected academic in advanced algebra, geometry, astronomy, and more. She was the head of the Library of Alexandria, which at the time would have been, in effect, the world's top university. She would have been in charge of collecting all of the knowledge in the world, including the books of all of the other universities. Her most famous textbook is her edit of this, Treatise on Conic Sections. Many primary accounts tell of her generosity, expertise in teaching, and love of learning. They also claim she was a witch. In 415 CE, she was murdered by a religious mob on the streets, her university burned, and intellectuals and artists exiled. Germain acquired an education through study of her father's library and correspondence with famous mathematicians. She taught herself Greek and Latin to read classical books and used a false name to obtain lecture notes to a school that did not accept women. She later became the first woman to win a prize from the French Academy of Sciences for her work on the theory of elasticity. The Academy did not permit her to attend sessions, as she was not the wife of a member. She also made some of the best attempts at proving Fermat's last theorem, which has been described as one of the most difficult problems in math. The first successful proof would only come in 1994. Even dying of breast cancer, she continued to publish papers.
Considered the world's first programmer, inventing the field 100 years before its time, is Ada Lovelace. Born December 10, 1815, to the parents English poet Lord Byron and his wife Lady Byron. As a child, Ada's mother encouraged her to study math to try to steer her away from poetry. Ada merged her analytical and creative aspirations to design new inventions like the flying machine. In June 1833, Lovelace met Charles Babbage, also known as the father of computers. Babbage had an idea for a calculating machine called the analytical engine. An Italian military engineer, Luigi Menabrea, wrote a paper on the analytical engine in French. Ada Lovelace knew French, so she translated and annotated the paper. After she was finished, her notes were 3 times longer than Menabrea's essay and understood the workings of the engine better than Babbage himself. In her notes, she found a way for the analytical engine to calculate Bernoulli numbers. This was the invention of the first computer program. Ada Lovelace died in 1852 to uterine cancer, but her work is still used today. Miriam Mirzahani was an Iranian mathematician and professor at Stanford University. In 1994, she was the first female Iranian student to be awarded the gold medal level in the International Mathematics Olympiad. Her work with understanding the symmetry of curved surfaces would win her the Fields Medal in 2014. The Fields Medal is the most prestigious award in mathematics. She was the first and only woman and Iranian to be given this award. Mirzahani died in July 2017 due to cancer. She was 40 years old. These women have contributed many revolutionary ideas to mathematics. We wanted to focus on mathematicians who have not been duly credited for their achievements simply because of their gender. Hopefully in the future, female mathematicians will be seen as equals to their male counterparts.